Hi everyone, welcome to Enjoy English. I'm Steven.
I'm Minnie.
Today's date is December 8th. And for the next 2 days, please refer to pages 22 to 25 under The Origins.
那我们今天12月8号会在22到25页，那在追根究底的这个主题之下。
And the title is Body Piercing, From Ancient Traditions to Modern Expression.
那我们的主题是穿洞的艺术，从古人传统到今人的态度。
Yes. So if you aren't sure what expression means, we'll talk about that in today's lesson. And the subtitle is The World of Piercings, Past, Present, and Process.
所以我们今天要来讲的是一个历史的感觉，是一个穿洞的世界，过去、现在跟过程。
Usually we would say past, present, and future, but they wanted to have 3 P's there. So they want to talk about the process of something instead of the future. So let's find out more about piercings.
Body piercing, from ancient traditions to modern expression. Body piercing might seem like a modern fashion trend, but it is actually a very old tradition. Long before people wore stylish earrings or nose rings, piercings were used by ancient cultures to show strength, social status, or even spiritual connection. The ear was the first area used for body decoration. Over 5,000 years ago, people began stretching their earlobes, as can be seen from Ötzi the Iceman, who was found in the European Alps. In some African tribes, long earlobes were considered a sign of beauty as well as wisdom. The Dayak people in Borneo believed that long ears could help them communicate with spirits. Later, nose piercings also became important. Warriors from the Aztec and Maya cultures wore them to look more frightening. In Papua New Guinea, people wore animal bones through their noses to feel closer to nature and the animals they hunted. Tongue piercings carried spiritual meanings as well. Some cultures believe that piercing the tongue helped people speak with the gods. Today, body piercing has taken on new meanings. It is now often used as a form of self-expression. This is a way for people to show their identity, express feelings, or create a unique personal style.
Body piercing might seem like a modern fashion trend, but it is actually a very old tradition.
身体穿洞看起来像是一种现代的时尚潮流，但它其实是一个非常古老的传统。
Let's talk about the verb pierce, P-I-E-R-C-E. It means to take a sharp object and to go into something or go through something. So here we're taking pierce and making it piercing. Okay, used as a noun. Okay, so body piercing is when you take, like a sharp thing and you put it into, either your earlobe or your nose or your tongue or wherever you want to put it. But it's a body piercing, it's anywhere that you have like jewelry on your body.
所以老师刚刚讲到 pierce 那个字，当你把那个 ing 拿掉，然后我们把 e 补上来的时候，它其实是一个动词，也就是穿洞的动词。这边把它变成 ving， 把它变成一个名词的形式 body piercing， 就代表说它有一个打洞的动作，你在你身上任何的地方，例如像你的 earlobe， 你的耳垂，或者有人在鼻子，会有人在舌头，有人在肚脐穿洞，那这就叫 body piercing.
Yes, but I said when there's jewelry on your body, but obviously like with Minnie with her ring, that's not a piercing because it's not going through her skin, okay?
那像戒指只是套上去，它没有打洞的动作，所以戴戒指这个就不叫 piercing 哦，它是 wear a ring.
Long before people wore stylish earrings or nose rings, piercings were used by ancient cultures to show strength, social status, or even spiritual connection.
那早在人们佩戴时髦的耳环或鼻环之前，古代文化就已经利用身上穿的洞来展现力量、社会地位，甚至是心灵上面的连结。
Yes. So when we say long before something, we're actually saying a long time before something. Okay. So here we're just taking out and time and just having the word long to mean a long time. So a long time before people wore stylish earrings or nose rings, piercings were used by ancient culture. So ancient, that word, even though it has a C in the middle, it's pronounced more like a SH sound, ancient, okay? So that's something to pay attention to. And they were used to show strength. Another verb you could use there is display, D-I-S-P-L-A-Y, to display strength and social status or even spiritual connection. Since we're listing things here, it's always good to have a pause in between each thing that you're listing so people can have time to kind of process what you're giving them. So show strength, social status, or even spiritual connection. And social status is talking about a person's relative position in society. Okay, so if you're like the president of an organization, you have high social status. So that's, and then when I listed the second one, I made sure to take a pause and to uplift my intonation, my tone, so that way you can tell that it's different from show strength. Okay, so strength, social status, or even spiritual connection. And when we have even here, usually we have this to kind of show something that is more surprising or unexpected. So even spiritual connection, because spiritual connection, not everybody has that connection with the spiritual world.
那这个你看短短的句子这么多重点。第一个 long before 你会看到 long， 我们学过这个字是长度啊，那也可以当作是时间，对吧？所以这边老师说它其实是 a long time before， 少了跟 time， 所以它其实就是代表说早在很久以前，所以我们就可以用 long before， 这是一个非常 native speaker 常常用的用法，所以也可以把它学下来，在你写作文的时候用的话，你的层次就会变得更高级一些些。再来第二个要注意的是，我们中间后段的 ancient 这个字是古代的、古老的，很多人看到 ci 不知道怎么发音，老师这边有特别提醒你哦，它是有点发 sh 的声音 ，ancient 发对声音。拼对字，你这个字你就 get 到了啊，对不对？再来我们会有这个 show strength， 这个 show 老师说可以用 display display， 其实就是一个展示、展现，去展现你的力量，然后展现你的 social status， 也就是你的社会地位或社经地位，或许你是这个组织的 president， 这个组织的头，对不对？那老师这边也有特别讲到，我们在阅读的时候，当我们有排比句出现的时候，每一个逗号给它一个停顿，让你的读者耳朵可以稍微休息个0.1秒，他就可以再更清楚知道你在说什么。然后排比的时候 ，A 逗号 B 的时候语调往上。到最后结束 spiritual connection 的时候，语调往下，这就是一个比较符合英文在讲话发音的时候的一个抑扬顿挫。
没错。All right, let's take a short break. The ear was the first area used for body decoration.
那耳朵是最早用于身体装饰的部位。
Yes. So I said the ear. Right? But sometimes a lot of people are confused. Do I use the? Or the? Well, actually, sometimes it's actually up to your own personal preference. So here I chose to say the ear, but I could say the ear was the first area used for body decoration. So here, because I think the author didn't want to keep using the word piercing, because we already see that a lot in the whole article. So here they're using body decoration. This is a good skill to kind of learn, because when you're writing something about something in particular, you're going to be using that word a lot. If you can find a synonym or a word that has the same meaning but is different, it kind of helps make your whole article look more diverse and more higher level.
好，这边呢，这个句子我们的第一个字 the 就已经有两个读音 the 跟 the。有些人可能会听说后面如果是母音要用 the， 但是老师说比较是属于你自己的 own preference， 也是就是代表说你自己的偏好。你读起来你觉得 the 顺还是 the 顺，其实都没有问题，它都没有文法上面的错误。再来这个句子最后一个字，我们看到 decoration， 它其实就是装饰的意思，但这一句话如果我们把它改成for body piercing， 它其实也是对的。但是因为我们这一课一直在 讲到打动、穿动的部分，这个字一直重复的时候，要怎么样让你的阅读起来更有层次，或者让读者听起来不要这么耳朵这么累呢？那就是用一些同义字，相同意义的字，你可以用在不同的地方，让你的阅读、你的文章读起来是更丰富的。
Over 5,000 years ago, people began stretching their earlobes, as can be seen from Ötzi, the Iceman, who was found in the European Alps.
那5000多年前，人们开始拉长 ，stretching 就是拉长自己的耳垂。那这个在欧洲的这个阿尔卑斯山发现的冰人奥兹身上可以看见。
Yes. So here I think it's interesting. In Chinese, Ötzi, the Iceman, how would you say that?
就是冰人奥兹。
Yeah, so here we usually in English we'll say the person's name first and then put like the title or what they are afterwards, but it's opposite in Chinese.
对，所以在中文它是刚好位置是颠倒的。
Yeah, that's something to pay attention to when you're writing in English.
Sure.
The grammar is always going to be kind of, oh, not always, but oftentimes it's the opposite. For instance, dates.
Yeah, 日期。
Yeah, we always say month and then day and then year in English, like April 23rd, 2004. But in Chinese, it's the year first and then the month and then
Also
the day.
the address 还有你的地址。
Yeah, you guys usually, in Taiwan, usually it's the,
台北市。
what the bigger to smaller,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We do smaller to
对，
bigger.
几楼先写这样。
It's just something to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Okay. In some African tribes, long earlobes were considered a sign of beauty as well as wisdom.
那在一些非洲的部落里面，长耳垂被视为美丽以及智慧的象征。
So here, African tribes, the word tribe, I just want to bring attention to this. A lot of times in the past, we would use tribe to talk about a lot of even indigenous people, like in Taiwan. This word can have a little bit of negative connotation nowadays in certain situations because, I don't know, there's like a sensitivity behind that word. So if in Taiwan, at least with indigenous communities, we will say indigenous community or indigenous peoples, okay? So that's something to look out for. And here, earlobes shows up again. So earlobe is the meaty part of your ear, like the bottom of the ear, okay?
好，所以老师这边有讲到一个，就是因为语言它是会随着文化去趋近的，所以当我们现在在这个年代里面用 tribe 这个字要小心，因为它有时候可能会有一些贬义的部分。老师说，你可能我们中文刚刚翻译也是说会讲到说非洲部落嘛，对不对？当如果你讲到 indigenous， 就是所谓的原住民的这个部落的话，那我们可能会用 community 这个字，而不会直接使用 tribe。
Yes, and here we see were considered a sign of beauty. That means they were thought to be a sign of beauty. Okay, so here you could also say were considered to be a sign of beauty. Both of these ways are acceptable. And here it's were thought to be a sign of beauty as well as wisdom. That means that long earlobes were thought to be a sign of beauty and wisdom, but instead of and, we're using as well as.
那为什么写作的时候，这边如果用 and 的文法也是正确，那用 as well as 会给读者不一样的什么感觉吗？
I feel like it kind of emphasizes that there's like another thing that it can be. So you could use and, but as well as it just maybe it's also more variety in your whole article, right? Because you see and already, as well as emphasizes like the second item. And yeah, it's another way to say and.
所以当你要讲这两者就是一样重要的时候，除了 and 以外，另外一个比较好，或者是说可以让你的文章更有层次的写法，就是 as well as。
The Dayak people in Borneo believed that long ears could help them communicate with spirits.
那这个婆罗洲的达雅克人呢，则相信长耳朵能够帮助他们与灵魂交流。
So help them communicate. So help someone to do something, okay? So help them communicate with spirits. Who are spirits? Usually like ghosts, or they can be anything in the spiritual worlds.
Different dimension.
Yes.
就是在一个不同领域、不同的层次里面的一些灵体啊、鬼魂啊，都可以用 spirit。那老师刚刚有讲到一个很重要的文法是 help。后面是 help them communicate， 或者是 help them to communicate。to 或者是原形动词都可以，但是不能用 ing。
Yeah, and don't forget the preposition after communicate. Communicate with someone or something.
介系词。
Let's take a short break. Later, nose piercings also became important.
所以你看，我们写作的层次也出来了，对不对？刚刚讲到耳朵是第一个部分，后来鼻环也变得重要了。
Yeah, so I do like how this paragraph starts out. It kind of just lets us know from the previous paragraph, we're talking about a time period later on. Okay, so it's a really good way just to let the reader or the listener know that immediately we're talking about a future or a time period after the one before.
没错，他用 later 这个字就很明显的告诉你说，哎，我们的主题接下来要迁到哪里了，这样子。
Yes. So here I also want to bring attention, earring, okay? So earring is like on your earlobe, right? So if you have a nose piercing, it's a nose ring, right? And then if it's like a belly button piercing, it's a belly button ring. So just know that earring is only for your ears. It's not anywhere else.
对，所以它前面有一个部位嘛，加上 ring 这样子，所以就是一样可以把 ring 这个字带去，但是前面的部位要改。
Yes. Warriors from the Aztec and Maya cultures wore them to look more frightening.
所以阿兹特克和玛雅文明中的战士，他们会佩戴鼻环。那他们佩戴鼻环呢，是为了让自己看起来更吓人 ，frightening.
More frightening. So war is the past tense of wear. So it's an irregular verb in that sense. So that's something to look out for. Sometimes I have a lot of students that will have trouble remembering verbs that just don't become ed in the past tense. There's no easy way to remember these or to memorize these verbs. There's you can look for lists online, but you just kind of have to familiarize yourself with these verbs. And the good thing is they do show up quite often, and then you see them, and the more you see them, the more you'll be able to remember them. But yeah, there's no one easy rule to remember the irregular verbs.
所以老师刚刚讲的 irregular verb 在中文里面就是所谓的不规则变化动词。那不规则变化动词，网络上有很多的免费资源可以找到表格可以去。那其实就像我还是学生的时候，我就是把它当作歌曲在唱。Begin, began, begun, drink, drank, drunk， 然后就一个下来。
That's awesome.
Yeah. 那语言这个东西，它其实有趣的就是你用的越多，你看的越多，其实你对它就越熟悉。
Yes.
对，所以它其实跟我们的成语一样。背不起来啊。
Yeah.
也没有一个规定啊。
You just have to see it. The more you see it, it's easier to remember.
Yeah.
All right. In Papua New Guinea, people wore animal bones through their nose to feel closer to nature and the animals they hunted.
那在巴布亚纽几内亚，他们就是人们会把动物的骨头穿进鼻子里面，然后感觉更靠近大自然跟他们所猎捕的动物。
Yeah, so in the previous sentence, we saw that Aztec and Maya cultures wore their piercings to look more frightening. Here we see that people in Papua New Guinea, they wore these animal bones through their noses to feel closer. So here we see the action and why they do it. They do it to do something, right? 他们做这个事情为了另外一个事情 and they use to show that. So that's something to know in grammar, that you can use this way to say that you do this action for this reason.
所以这个 to 为了它其实是 in order to， 只是我们 in order 通常都会省略，所以就只剩下一个 to。那当然我们在学习英文的时候，你一直看到 to， 你一直看到介系词，你会觉得很烦，你会觉得哎怎么这么乱？但你只要记得它是为了的意思，它是 in order to 的省略的写法，哎，句子就变简单了。
Tongue piercings carried spiritual meaning as well.
所以你看这边看到 as well 是不是就是也等同于 to， 对不对？所以这边舌头穿动同样具有精神上的意义。
Yeah, and other than to, you could also say also, but put also earlier in the sentence.
Yes.
Tongue piercings also carried spiritual meanings. So why are we using this verb carry? All right? It means that it has a deeper message or significance. Okay, so tongue piercings had this deeper meaning of spiritual meanings as well.
所以我们第一次看到 carry 的时候，你可能会是I carry a bag， 就是我背一个包包。但这个carry 这个动词，它感觉就是具有，它是有一个意义存在。你携带着为了某一个意义而存在的这种动词，我们就会用 carry。
Yes. Some cultures believed that piercing the tongue helped people speak with the gods.
那有一些文化相信穿舌能帮助人们与神对话。
So earlier we did mention that you would have like an action and to do something. So here the author chose not to put to. Okay, so the tongue helped people to speak with the gods. So in some situations, you can take the to out, but it still has that in order to meaning.
Yeah. 所以我们刚刚前面有讲到说 to look, to feel, 以为了看起来像什么，为了感觉什么。当然在这边，我们帮助人们是人们他们在做这件事情 ，help people to speak with their gods。这边这个就是为了要去跟神沟通，但这边的 to 它其实是可以省略，原因是因为我前面的动词是 help。
Okay, let's take a short break. Today, body piercing has taken on new meanings.
所以你看，我们刚刚讲了这些历史，我们现在来讲到 today 了。Today 不代表是真的今天的今天哦，是有点像 nowadays 如今的意思。身体穿洞已经有了新的意义。
Yes. So I do like how this paragraph starts, and it gets us immediately in the mindset that we're talking about a more modern take on body piercing. All right. So here I said a modern take. I'm using take in this situation as a noun. Okay, so in this particular sentence, we see it being used as a verb, has taken on new meanings. That's a way to say like it has a new meaning. Okay, it's just we use take sometimes to emphasize or to talk about meanings.
对，有时候英文很喜欢用一些动词片语啊之类的，就让你感觉好像带了一个新的意义，然后有那个带在身上的那种 picture， 那种图片的感觉，这样。
And then 如果有一个东西，我觉得我想知道你对这个东西你的想法是什么，你的角度，我会说 What's your take?
What's your take? 那你拿取你的抓放在哪里？那你的想法是什么？
对，你的诠释是什么？
诠释
What's your take? Okay, so take is used not only just for 拿走东西 it also has this meaning as well. It is now often used as a form of self-expression.
那它这边的 is 当然指的就是说 piercing 这件事情嘛，所以它现在常常被用来表达自我的一种方式。
So as a form of, okay, so as a way of, okay, 它只是一个模式，
形式
的一个形式。Self-expression, this noun, it means the expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideas. Okay, so it's a way to kind of express who you are.
表达说你是谁，表达说你的想法如何的一种模式。
This is a way for people to show their identity, express feelings, or create a unique personal style.
所以这是一种让人们可以展现身份、表达情感或创造独特个人风格的方法。那这边 show their identity， 我们前面几段有讲过 show 也可以用 display。
And then express, here we're seeing it used as a verb, and it just means to convey feelings, okay? Create a unique personal style. And here, even though unique starts with a U, you would think that the A should be an, okay? That's not a typo, okay? It's because unique, when you speak it, when you say it out loud, it sounds like it starts with a Y. That's why we say a unique personal style.
所以前面要用 a 还是 an， 主要是在它是不是为母音的发音，而不是字母。字母只是方便大家记而已。
Exactly. So tomorrow we're going to learn more about body piercing. So we hope to see you then. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.